Central Bank of Nigeria has revised its cash withdrawal rules, effective January 2026. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10. Thailand has seized more than $300 million in assets tied to criminal networks running multi-billion-dollar scam centers in Southeast Asia, Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul said on Wednesday. The announcement comes after authorities across Asia, Europe, and the United States targeted Cambodia's Prince Holding Group and its global business network with asset seizures and freezes worth billions of dollars. In October, U.S. authorities indicted Prince Chinese-born founder Chen Zi, accusing him of presiding over forced labor camps in Cambodia where trafficked workers conduct online scams. At number 9, the popularity of table tennis among young people across Africa continues to rise as this year's African Youth Games in Angola records a historic turnout. The 2025 edition will take place from December 10 to 20th in Luanda and other Angolan cities, featuring around 33 sports across 6 host cities. More than 30 countries have confirmed participation in the Continental Youth Sport Fiesta, marking the largest entry in the event's history. At number 8, Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has announced plans to acquire drones and additional logistics to strengthen surveillance and rapid response operations in border communities vulnerable to bandit attacks. The development was contained in a statement issued on Wednesday and signed by the governor's spokesperson Sanusi Tofa. The visit follows months of growing insecurity along the Kano-Katsina border, where repeated incursions by armed groups have left residents on edge and triggered intensified multi-agency deployments. At number 7, the ruling All Progressives Congress has officially announced meetings of its National Caucus and National Executive Committee scheduled to hold on Monday, 15th December 2025 and Tuesday, 16th December 2025, respectively. Both meetings are set to take place at the Banquet Hall, Presidential Villa, Abuja, FCT. This is according to an official notice signed by the APC National Secretary, Senator Ajibola Bashiru, shared on the party website on Wednesday. At number 6, a federal high court in Abuja has warned the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission about the consequences of his alleged continued failure to comply with its October 31st judgment, directing the immediate release of 27 houses the commission had allegedly wrongly seized on the assumption that they were acquired with proceeds of crime. The warning is contained in a Form 48 issued on Tuesday by the court registrar and addressed directly to the EFCC's executive chairman. The Form 48 was cited by our correspondent on Wednesday. At number 5, Governor Abiodun of Ogun State on Wednesday presented a 1,693,997,983,125 naira budget estimate to the State House of Assembly for scrutiny and approval. The plenary session was presided over by Speaker, retired Honorable Oludaisi Elemide. He emphasized that the 2026 Appropriation Bill is designed as a financial plan to consolidate the legacies of the administration over the past 6 years. Unlike last year's presentation, where the former Speaker, Honorable Kunle Oluomo, had been absent following his removal on January 23, 2024. Oluomo was present during this year's budget submission. At number 4, the bill seeking to amend the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act to classify kidnapping, hostage-taking, and related offenses as acts of terrorism has scaled second reading at the Senate, sponsored by Senate leader Senator Opeyemi Bamidele. The proposed legislation prescribes the death penalty without the option of a fine or alternative sentence for offenders. According to him, the bill aligns with the upper chamber's recent commitment to work with the federal government to provide lasting solutions to the nation's security challenges. At number 3, Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf paid a condolence visit to the family of the late Zara Alalai, the woman killed during the recent bandit attack on Kamaye village in Tansanyawa local government area. The development was contained in a statement issued on Wednesday and signed by the governor's spokesperson, Sanusi Tofa. Zara's killing occurred amid a series of coordinated assaults across settlements along the Kano-Katsina border, a corridor that has suffered repeated incursions and abductions in recent months. At number 2, a devastating midnight fire has claimed the lives of 5 members of a family and destroyed property worth millions of naira at Kofa Sauri community in Katsina metropolis. The blaze, which occurred in the early hours of Monday, precisely at about 3 a.m., consumed the home before neighbors could intervene, leaving the community in deep shock and mourning. The victim's 35-year-old Muhammad Habibu, his wife Fatima Muhammad, and their 3 children, Khadija female, Abubakar male, and Aliyu male, were all burned to death beyond recognition. At number 1, the Central Bank of Nigeria has revised its cash withdrawal rules effective January 2026. The newly revised rules end a previous special authorization permitting individuals to withdraw 5 million naira and corporates 10 million naira once monthly. The Apex Bank explained that previous cash policies had been introduced over the years in response to evolving circumstances. However, with time, the need has arisen to streamline these provisions to reflect present-day realities. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.